Apparently, I am a degen Silent Hill streamer now, apparently. That's what the past couple of streams have been. I mean, I'm no stranger to late night streams. In fact, I used to do them like all the time. And then I used to do like midday streams. That was a whole other can of worms. But anyways, welcome to the stream. I hope you're ready for some silent hilling. Because that's what we're going to do today. I made sure to check out a walkthrough earlier today just to point me in the right direction to see where I was missing the mark. And apparently right when you get out of like the safe room, there's a door that you can go into that has a coin, and like apparently I ran past another door that had the coin from the garbage chute. So that's already gonna be where I'm gonna be looking. And you might notice there's a lack of light. The light that I usually have on was kind of annoying me yesterday, so I thought I'd try something different and like angle it a little bit differently. It's currently pointed like towards the ceiling, but I don't think it's really helping. So that light is here with me in spirit. And you know what else is in spirit? Christmas spirit. I also turned off the snow. Thank you for reminding me. But I hope you're doing well. I did kind of keep my word that we were gonna do Silent Hill back to back. I was gonna do back-to-back streams. The only thing I kind of might have misled a little bit was that they were gonna be earlier streams. You know, it's way later than yesterday's stream. But in my opinion, at least the stream happened at all, right? Because boy, oh boy, does that usually not happen. But yeah. Welcome. It is also Friday, so I can go a little bit later. I remember back when I was in school, Fridays were like the best day, because I could just stay up all night and nobody would care. And nowadays, you know, even the weekends seem like they're not really that fun anymore. We're already running into issues with the stream. Oh, like my browser just went up into my other monitor. It's not a stream if there's not some kind of technical issue, right? But while we wait for this to hopefully work, I actually had some great sleep yesterday. I have to apologize for yesterday's stream, because I was up early yesterday, and I didn't really get good sleep. I was all brain foggy, and I think that in combination with starting the stream again made it really awkward yesterday. At least to my standard, you know. I feel like the streams have some kind of quality level to them, and yesterday's stream was rough, even while I was talking, but I think today should be better. I actually did have some sleep today, and I felt really great throughout the day, but I do think the tiredness is kind of catching up, so you might hear me stutter and whatnot again, but should be better, right? Boy, I do love compiling shaders. Usually I'll launch the game before the stream, just so I can have it run in memory. And I forgot to do that today. I made sure to do everything else. I hope. But yeah, that's kind of how my day was. Do I have enough time to bring up another topic? I've been thinking about kind of diversifying the streams a little bit. I do notice that when I do decide to stream, I'll usually pick something that lines up with the current schedule and whatnot. And sometimes I just feel like doing something more casual, you know? Because like this stream is definitely towards, it's aiming towards the like, I need to stream this and put my game face on and everything, you know? And I don't know, I've been looking to find a game where I can just launch it and play for a couple hours and just kind of chill out, you know what I mean? Maybe not like a puzzle focused game like what happened yesterday, but something more chill and casual. But then I was thinking I would probably have to do something to the title so I can differentiate the different kinds of streams, and then we go into the VOD channel. The VOD channel is like a desert at this point, but I do have plans for it. And that's usually what I've been thinking about off stream. But I guess here we go, right? Man, this game takes forever to load. I thought I had it on an SSD or something. I probably have it on just my regular game hard drive. Dead Space certainly did teach me that lesson. Running into doors that weren't loaded yet, being chased by the necromorphs. Maybe I do need that light. I feel like I'm a lot less lit up. I feel like it's kind of going out of focus too. But yeah, that's currently what I've been thinking about doing with the channel, taking it in that direction. So maybe I can kind of start initiating some of those steps. I did see that Marvel Rivals just came out. I thought that might be a good test run of the casual stream idea. There we go. But I kind of need to play this game for the footage. So here we are. That'll have to wait. Alright, how's OBS? It's kind of lagging a bit. But it's probably just all caching into memory, I think. So we should be fine. Okay. So last time we put in the man coin. Yeah, we put in this dude here. And apparently I ran past the other two coins on the way. So I definitely want to retrace my steps at least a little bit and see where I might have to look, you know? But I guess the question mark is a good first step. Oh, okay. So yeah. Garbage chute. So I'm guessing from the 3rd floor we can go all the way around here. Because after I managed to successfully think up the solution to that puzzle, I did kind of panic into running towards the save icon. So I didn't really take a chance to take a look around. No, I can't just go this way. So which path did I take? Oh, probably right there, actually. Yep, this door leads into the other side. I can already hear the monsters. They look like monsters to you? Oh yeah, this is where we came out of. So it should be... I think it should be in this direction, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And lo and behold, there it is. Don't tell me I need to find something to get it out, though. I guess I need another 6-pack of juice or something. Hey man! What's up? How's it going? You know, it's going. How are you doing, Eric? I think today's actually been a lot better. I've been doing a lot better today than I was yesterday. Yeah, this was the thing with the key. And there's the guy. Okay. I guess you gotta sidestep these guys. Because I just tried going back, and you can see how that went. But yeah, apparently I missed a key. I missed another coin. So it's kind of weird how much stuff I missed just running past. It's weird. It seems like there was something glitching through the map. Also, when did I... So if you aim, you pull out the gun, but if you just strike... Okay. That's actually really useful to know. Instead of me, like, constantly going into the menu. Doing great. That's good to hear. As usual, playing the games I like, or watching anime, no complaints. Awaiting new Ranma. Awaiting for Ranma new episode, which should be tomorrow. That's cool. That's good to hear. I've still been wanting to watch it. I haven't had any time to catch up on anything. Like I said yesterday, I'm still on those final episodes of Dragon Ball, and I'm still on those final 3 episodes of Attack on Titan. Oh yeah, we were here. We saw the scratches. Yesterday, after you had to go, I found one of the coins I need, and I put it into where I think it should go, but apparently I ran past a whole bunch of stuff. That's back towards where I was going. So I guess I'm gonna try going towards the first floor again. See if there's something I missed there, if there's like a door or something. Because it seems like I've gone through everything. I'm gonna see what that little balcony area is. Maybe I haven't gone into this room. And apparently I haven't. Oh, but there's like nothing here, so it doesn't really matter. Gotta love it when games put in stuff like that, right? What's your opinion on Majin Buu Saga? Ah, yes, the coin puzzle, I remember that. If it wasn't for that coin puzzle in the original, I probably would have finished it the first time I started playing Silent Hill 2, to be honest. So maybe it was useful for something, but at least for me, it was way too hard to figure out on my own. The Majin Buu Saga. What do you think, Eric? Do you think it's like peak Dragon Ball? I hear a lot of people prefer the Cell Saga. They think that's like peak Dragon Ball. But as for me, honestly, I haven't seen the Buu Saga like 100%. I've seen just clips here and there. So I don't know if I'm really qualified to give my opinion on it just yet. But from what I know, it's kind of a misconception that Akira Toriyama was like ending Dragon Ball. And like that's why so many different things happened during the Majin Buu Saga, because like, oh, you know, he's ending it anyways, right? Might as well put in all these other ideas. But apparently that's not true. Oh, that's kind of scary. Yeah, I also went through here. Oh! Yeah, apparently not in here. It's just ammo. I guess I do have to just go through every single room. I don't know why, but this game seems like it's much more confusing. Maybe because the other was much more linear in that fashion. But I might just look it up and kind of spare me the 30 minutes of just walking around the hallways and stuff. But in the meantime, I think at most what I've seen from the Majin Buu saga is the beginning of the tournament. I saw like a couple scenes of Gohan like going to school and stuff. Kind of like all... not really all grown up, but, you know, somewhat grown. And, something about him going Super Saiyan at the beginning and stopping some robbers and stuff, and that kind of leads to the stuff with Videl, and of course his infamous Super Saiyan transformation at the tournament. I gotta say, I still think that's one of the best pieces of anime. Getting like the reactions of everybody and him going, ah, just yelling in the middle. And you know, maybe I might have picked up a thing or two from the Great Saiyaman with the glasses. It definitely was, it was on my mind when I thought to wear them. Okay, we got the man coin. The second floor small staircase key. Okay, so we need to go to apartment 205. That is a place apparently I can go that I haven't been before. And that's where I've been. I think I have to go all the way around. Maybe that's why. That's why I kind of got lost. I always felt like Dragon Ball Z was in its peak in Frieza Saga, especially when Kakarot turned Super Saiyan for the first time. It was epic. I think I should have ended in the saga before that, but Majin Buu... I think it should have ended in the saga before that, but Majin Buu, we got to see things like Gohan trying to separate himself from his fighting days and trying to be a normal teenager. I think it's kind of underrated compared to the previous sagas. Lots of people think about when Kakarot faces Vegeta for the first time, or when Gohan turns Super Saiyan, or the fight with Frieza. Apparently I was in there before. Oh, but I probably ran past here because of all the enemies. Somehow those things are not as scary as I remember them. But, my favorite thing about Majin Buu Saga is when Vegeta turns bad again, because he wanted to prove that he still has what it takes to be bad and defeat Kakarot. But yeah. I can see that. it does fit into Vegeta's character to be like, if the only way to beat Goku is to be bad again, then that's definitely the path I'll take. But, yeah, I would say one of the main reasons I started rewatching Dragon Ball was just to get to the scene where Goku turns Super Saiyan for the first time. As someone who had no knowledge of Dragon Ball going into it, just thinking like, oh, what are they gonna do now? What is Goku gonna do to defeat Frieza? And then, you know, Frieza pushing him over the edge. And just like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's such good writing. But you know, when you have those kind of moments, you get the stuff with Cell miraculously forming himself after blowing up, and then, you know, suddenly learning instant transmission to get back to Earth, and just conveniently regenerating into his perfect form. You know what I mean? You have to take the bad with the good. And when it gets good, you know, it's definitely something. Oh, I like Dragon Ball too. Alright, so I gotta remember, I went down first. Because if I don't point that out, I probably will forget. And then I'll run around for 5 minutes, asking myself, where do I need to go? And apparently... Oh my god! Is that like chicken? That's why I'm hearing it from this direction. I dropped my earphones earlier. They don't have the right and left markings, so I must have put them on backwards. Yeah, that sounds better.
Hey,
see who we find.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, I swear.
Hey, are you okay?
I didn't do anything. He was like that when I got here.
He... Oh, you mean the man back there? In the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill him.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not saying that you did. Look, my name is James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie, okay. So, do you live here, Eddie?
No. I'm not even from this town. It's just...
Something brought you here.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Well, they came at me. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. I came here. Figured it might be safe, but then I found the guy in the fridge.
Easy, deep breaths. Look, this place, it's not safe. These things, this whole town, there's something wrong with it. Might be best if you just get out of here.
Yeah.
Best advice I've heard
you're
all
right.
day.
Hey, you want to come with? Maybe together we can find a way out of this town.
Sure
I
thing!
can't leave.
Cuts to
Not yet.
credits.
I need to find someone.
Oh.
And Eddie, be careful.
Yeah. You too.
It's kind of messy.
Eddie, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Eddie, are you gonna be okay? At least in the original, you could actually go back into the bathroom. Now it's just some unloaded part of the map. Or maybe it is loaded in for the cutscene and then it just brings you back out for whatever reason. It's really weird. But look how they massacred my boy. Oh my god. If anyone's suffered from the remake redesigns, I think Eddie definitely has a bone to pick with the devs. I was kind of reading chat, so I'll skip a little bit ahead here. Honestly, I kind of like James's old voice acting. How about you? Imagine if Eddie and James actually leaves the place like anyone would. Right? Then we would get like the Cell Saga with Vegeta defeating semi-perfect Cell. And then we wouldn't get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? Who cares about the rest of the game? Let's just get out of here. But speaking about voice acting, I do kind of miss the old voice acting. I wonder if it's just because I've played the original so much, it's like, you know, I expect to hear the old voice. Maybe it just has to grow on me a little bit. If I play the game for maybe 2 or 3 more streams, and then I do a playthrough off stream, I'll get used to the voice. But yeah, as it stands, I feel like you can't really replace the original voice acting. It's so iconic at this point. And you can kind of tell the voice actors are trying to somewhat emulate the old line reads, but kind of putting their own spin on it. So it's kind of nice to see. They're not just throwing all of it away, you know? I don't know. It's kind of like what happened to RE4 with Ada's voice acting. I can't say that I like really enjoyed the new voice acting at first, but the more that I played it, you know, I got used to it and like, oh, you know, it's not that bad. And I kind of expect to run into the same thing with this game. All right. Okay. 3 bright coins in the 5 holes be. First sits the maiden underneath the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. And here comes the man, so sleek and fine. In the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. I'm gonna guess the snake goes there. So far, Oh, am I? Am I supposed to hit the garbage or something? Because I haven't ran into any, like, heavy objects or, like, long, pokey things so I can, like, shove down the thing. Maybe I'm supposed to, like... No? Okay. Worth a shot, right? Like, imagine a Solid Snake with another voice actor. I can't think of anyone else to do his Snake's voice than him. Yeah. It's like, how could you replace such an iconic voice? How can you replace, I was gonna say Keith David. How can you replace, David Hayter? And then we all look at Venom standing in the corner of the room. But yeah, I think some voices are just too iconic to replace. It's like replacing Goku with a different voice actor. I feel like it would be so distracting the entire time that I just wouldn't... I wouldn't enjoy the story. I would just be focused on Goku's voice. Okay, so the guide that I'm reading just mentions that the coin is on top of the garbage chute. And then doesn't mention it at all. We did meet Eddie. And we're back! Okay. L. Reader. Lamau. Dude. If I had a nickel for every time I've been called an L. Reader, I'd have 1 nickel. But yeah, there's just some things like this that I have to look up, because if not, I will literally walk in a circle for 30 minutes. And if I wasn't streaming, I'd have no problem with that. But yeah, I don't really feel like it's that it's that engaging to just walk past the way I was supposed to go like 5 times. Nah, that joke hit. The same way I'm about to hit that I'm about to hit that gritty, dude. Metal Gear 2 soundtrack. Metal Gear 2 soundtrack popped up early, so I listened to it, and well, to be expected from Metal Gear, this soundtrack is really good. Which isn't that many nickels. But like I said, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, I think Metal Gear's soundtrack has always kind of been good. Even the... I can already tell this room is gonna kill me. Even the old soundtracks to the retro games, there's just something to them, and I've died. First death of the stream. Oh no. Did this put me all the way back? So far back. Huh. Thanks for following, Alaskan Homestead. Alaskan bullworm. Are you kidding me? I wish I was. Swear, James. I meant to say... Oh, I meant to... Like you say, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, definitely. James. I mean, James does carry a radio. But who would be like screaming out his name? Would it be, I don't know, Maria maybe? But then at this point in the game, it would kind of be spoilers. But then it would kind of make sense, right? For that deep meta-narrative. Oh, who's that voice? You know, if you die early in the game. I swear, James! He looks like someone, well... I don't know if I should say it, but huh? James looks like someone? Let's try and run past these enemies. Surely that seems like the best idea, right? The Dark Souls tactic. Dodge. Door's locked. No, and I'm dead again. Alright, so I guess I'll have to take my time, actually. I did read that it's a good idea to save your bullets until later. But I guess I'll just have to shoot the mannequins. I don't see any other way. Unless I suddenly learn how to parry their attacks. Which would be a good integration of the RE4 remake, huh? To bring it back. Oh yeah, I completely skipped over the other chat messages. Let's see, we left off at... Did you know that during the Nappa fight, when Vegeta's over... When Vegeta says it's over 9,000, but in the original they say it's over 8,000, since it's what he actually says, but Vegeta says 9,000 because they thought that number fit better? I did know half of that for the movement in the dubbing and lip sync in the English dub, but all the other dubs says 8,000 instead of 9,000. I got lots of shows I need to finish watching that I kind of barely started watching since the last week or two. Yeah, me too. I try to avoid watching new shows until I finish what I've already started. But alas, I continue watching new shows, right? I knew half of that. That originally it was over 8,000. But I didn't know it was because the dubbing just seemed like it fit better. There we go. Not so tough now, huh? But I wonder why over 8,000 never became the meme. And I guess for that matter, why did over 9,000 become a meme? Was it just so, like, out of place at the time? It was, like, so random? Lol, random. Creepy. I'm pressing the trigger. My controller stopped working. It's great. I dropped my my thumbstick cap for the thumbstick. That's what happens when you're unprepared, I guess. Yeah, honestly, it just kind of disappeared. L thumb grip. Yeah, I don't know. My controller just stopped working and then I lost the thing. That is so weird. Oh well. I can always find a new one. I can always find the old one, you know, but I'll just do it off stream. Or I can just steal the one that I have for my other controller here. Oh. Now we're thinking with portals. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. My controller just suddenly decides to freak out like that. And this is my actually working controller. What happened if I use my PS5 one, huh? But yeah, it's over 9,000! What? 9,000? James versus Mannequin. Who solos? Apparently the Mannequin. I think I'll just let James die here so I can regain my... yeah. Because then I'd be fighting a losing battle just having 1 HP for the rest of the game. It's early. Is it early to ask if the remake is harder than the original so far? Honestly, since I fought that first, I don't know what the enemy names in this game are, but ever since I fought the first enemy, I noticed that this game immediately is like at least 10 times harder. This is like Cry of Fear levels of hard. I'm like out of health for everything. There we go. But yeah, the remake just immediately has you fighting the first enemy without knowing how the enemies react to your attacks. Because in the first game, I don't know why I said it like that. In the original, when you fight the first enemy, it kind of like gives you a chance to like compose yourself. Because like, it'll get close to you, and then it'll stand there for a little bit while you like try to figure out what button you're supposed to mash. But in this game, these things just straight up attack you. And these guys do unironically take a pounding. I had the original down to a science. You would shoot twice, and then the enemies would fall down, and then you can stomp on them. And they would die immediately. And this game doesn't seem to be so much so. But I can just attribute that to the fact that I'm bad at playing video games. I know there was something here. I know, I can feel it. It all looks normal, but it's not. It's underneath, pulsing, trying to get out. Is it trying to get out? Or should I get in? I have to uncover it, rip it to the surface. Peel it off, layer by layer, so I can see it. I know it's there. Footsteps aren't exactly helping with the atmosphere. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it so far. Maybe if I get used to the enemy attacks and I have more health, I can get better at fighting them. So far, I'm still like learning what I can and can't do when fighting them. So yeah. So far, that's what I think. I gotta go. Take care, man. Peace in the Middle East. Sayonara hasta mañana. Alright, Eric. Thank you for stopping by and talking some Dragon Ball with me. Next stream will probably be again tomorrow or later today. Hopefully at an earlier time. But I'll see how far I can get before I rip my hair out. Probably, but in the Spanish dub, it's over 8,000 is a meme too? Really? I didn't know that. I do know that Dragon Ball is like huge in Spanish-speaking countries. There we go. Maybe it is 2 shots and then the plank. By the way, it's the PlayStation 3's anniversary? Huh. I did not know that. They announced and put out a Gran Turismo game to celebrate it? Sounds about right. Gran Turismo is like the only racing game I never took a look at. Alright. Note reading time. But first, I'll never forget when I first played on the PS1 and PS2, of course. I only missed out on the PS3 because I went back to the Xbox 360 instead. Man, I miss those gamer profiles like the soccer one or the monkey profile, or even that one anime girl profile, you know? Yeah, I do remember that. Honestly, I don't remember what my original profile picture was. but whenever I would make new profiles, I would see them just randomly get assigned. I need to play this game and should play the original too. Yeah, I think so. So far the remake seems like it's worth it. It's always fun talking about Dragon Ball Z and or any anime too, for that matter. It always is, huh? But thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your night. I was wrong. No, I wasn't grounded. But I wasn't entirely right. I need to peel off more. Something more blood close. I was looking outside, but it is in me. There's someone inside me. That was at the top. Seems like it says has. Like I has looking. The gap in the door. It's a separate reality. Oh, here's the juice. Bloody apple. Wow, that's really... It's really something. Playing twice. Down to it, what? Okay. Game is glitch free. Two things I want to mention with that juice. One, how is it just like right there next to the thing? In the original, you had to go like way out of your way for the juice. And secondly, my biggest gripe with that whole sequence, that juice didn't even seem like it was that heavy. But I guess that's it now. That whole section really threw me for a loop. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess now I have all the coins. So whatever key it's gonna give me. Key it'll give me, I think it opens up. Well, I don't really know, actually. In the original, you know, it opens up the locked, like, metal door at the end of the hallway in the second building. And then we run into a really familiar face with that. But I don't know how they're gonna handle it in this game. We haven't run into Angela yet either. At least for the second time. So if I had to guess, either we're gonna run into her. Footsteps echoing. We're gonna run into her, or We're gonna run into a familiar face first. And judging from my condition, I don't think it'll be a really fun time. I'm going the wrong way. All right, here we are. No? That's not the solution. Okay. Alright, let me think about this. 3 bright coins in the 5 holes B. First sits the maiden underneath the tree. I would assume this is the tree, right? Like, smack dab in the middle. However, the wind from behind the maiden, a beautiful flower has to grow. So, judging from that, you know, the flower has to be behind her. And then it says, here comes a man in the pale moonlight. But then, you know, it... There's the moonlight. I was thinking of putting the guy on this side, because I originally thought the sun was like the moonlight, right? Unless I have to flip them? Doesn't... Oh, okay. That doesn't really help. Yeah, unless we go based on the fact that she's looking that way, and when you flip it, she's looking the other way, right? So if you flip it like that, then there's the flower behind her. We flip the guy, then here comes the man. Then where does the serpent go? It doesn't mention the snake. Unless I'm supposed to know from previous knowledge of, like, Bible lore that the snake tempts Eve with eating the fruit of knowledge. In which case, the thing would be, like, in the tree itself, right? I think. OBS still seems like it's disconnected. Remember how I mentioned yesterday that my internet was all out of whack? Okay, yeah. For sure, we're back. All right. Browser is still, like, really shaking. I don't know if it's the game just kind of sucking in all my resources from the computer. But that's really weird. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Trying to metagame this game. So, the maiden sits underneath the tree, right? But she's facing the left. And it says in the second line, the wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. So that would mean we have to have the flowers behind her, right? But at the same time, she has to be underneath the tree. So how do we have her have the flowers behind her while also underneath the tree? I'm thinking you just do that, right? Because now she's facing... I don't know. Maybe it's like that? She's still underneath the tree, technically, and the flowers are behind her. However, it does say, here comes the man, so sleek and fine, in the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. And since he's facing the right, and the moon is on the left, you have to flip the guy so that he's facing the moon. But now, if I do that... You know, but that... At the same time, if he's facing the moon, he's not facing her. She's facing the opposite way. But then if we flip her around, now the flowers are in front of her. And then we have the serpent that has no indication of what I need. I feel like a monkey typing a typewriter, just randomly pressing buttons. Theoretically, eventually it should work, right? Maybe we flip them? Let's see.